The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Darnold's pass complete to Kenyon Drake.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Drake.
35-yard line.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On the option, here's Drake. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense. Good job up front. Man, that ain't make no sense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Number 24.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
from the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Darnold on 1st down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
That's good. 180. Number 53. Mike 53.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
8-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Allen Robinson.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Seahawks.
A 1st down throw. Darnold got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Run for Pollard. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Browns, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson.
Antonio
there to stop him, Juwan Bentley. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
38-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run for Nick Chubb.
6-yard line.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50.
They run. Chubb.
Mayfield with the give to
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
11 yards there. 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
by the Seahawks.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Darnold to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry.
Darnold's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Darnold.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Darnold's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Aldrick Roses for the field goal attempt. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on? And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a 2-yard. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
28-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
For Seattle.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
And again, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
15 yards on the play, first down.
45-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
6. Browns 3.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Seahawks take over.
The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Darnold's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Drake. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Running, it's Drake. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
they run it again with Chubb.
22-yard line. Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Mayfield now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
It is good. That ties the game 6-6.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Let's take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
2nd down and 7.
At the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. On the Seahawks.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Drake. good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Chubb.
and 4. Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. A run for Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.